Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This one swung out to Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 14. And the Bears 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He finds his target, Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Fields. Running right through him. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Fields. Complete to Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 13 yards out.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Pulls it in at the 30.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
On second down, Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
56 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The Field's going to take this himself.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers getting set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with career touchdown number 70. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start.
The kick is good.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 30.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So out come the Chargers.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like, what feels good to you, what feels good to your team? You're down big, you really have, like, 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, the return is Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
From the gun, here's Fields. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And some room to work.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles. And Herbert has it knocked free.
Justin Herbert says.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Herbert. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that,